Hi everyone, I'm coming to you guys with our next advanced prediction that I predicted 3 years ago for rapper Big Latto. You guys remember, to my regulars, the people that follow me, not these Johnny come latelys that be popping up and speculating and do not know what is really going on. You guys do not know me from a can of paint. Some people that be popping up and talking all kind of stuff, and I'm saying, this is a prediction that because I was on my spring break, I didn't drop no videos last week, and then I think I was to drop this video like 3 weeks ago, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna make sure and put it out there because I like to put it out for the record, I'm saying, so you guys remember my March 2023 celebrity blog. You can go to the spiritualfixer.com. It's still on social media. You see my March 2023 that I predicted. I see that this year will be a year only she protects herself spiritually. I see new lucrative contracts for her, and that she will also be moving into a new house. I see that she has to protect her mental health. I also see new love and a baby for her in the near future. And you see that Latto announced, she came up with a baby a couple of weeks ago. But because I was in spring break and now catching up, with some of my, predicted it, and I like to put out for the record. You guys see the screenshot. Well, we don't play over here when coming to the baby whisperer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I see two more celebrity ladies going to be announced the pregnancy later this year. And two to three that we predicted about. I'm not going to say who it is. And I'm saying, yeah. I see a next entertainer, you know, and I see one actress and maybe two entertainers, and I'll just leave it at that. So yeah. When coming to the baby, I'm the boss when coming to that. The spiritual matchmaker, baby whisper, they can't touch me with that. And I'm saying, yeah, anyone, I could just watch you. From my sister, everybody, I told them in advance, and I'm saying, yeah, see all the babies, tell them exactly what's going to happen. Everybody have the gift, and I'm saying, yeah, you can't touch certain things. A lot of people try to speculate before. A lot of them fall up, and some people start predicting all kind of 4 years in advance, saying, oh, this one go out, and they're trying to. It's trying to be like me. It can't be like the spiritual fixer. There's only one spiritual fixer. That's it. All right. So one of the things I see for Latto, she have to be careful when coming to. I see some kind of health issues, some sickness and stuff like that. She have to be careful of postpartum depression after the baby has come. What I'm saying? Yeah. So I see that, and I see that she have to protect her mental health. We talk about that, and I'm saying, yeah, that back in 2023 when we had talked about that, and because she have that, she's Capricorn, I'm saying, yeah, and Capricorn's always in the head a lot, so she have to protect her mental health moving forward, I'm saying, yeah, and I see some kind of health issue after the baby, I'm saying, just before the baby and after the baby, so, and she have to be careful. A lot of these celebrities don't understand that they have so much enemies, and certain people will want certain thing to happen. A lot of them want to come out because of the brands, and they want to stay relevant. But a lot of them don't realize how dangerous it is out here for a celebrity. And I'm saying, yeah, for regular folks who just regular, it's already dangerous for them. But they all out here, especially in that Atlanta area. I'm saying? Yeah. Because I know so much things that just goes on. I'm saying? Yeah, I see one, I know one person in particular that very, very evil. I'm saying? Very, very evil. Always hire a bunch of witches and stuff to put spells on a lot of people down there in the area. I'm saying? Yeah. And I've seen that person that destroyed a lot of people's lives. Destroy a lot of people's lives. And I know because I don't discuss certain people, and I know, what I'm saying? Yeah, because certain information is dropping my lap a lot of times now, what I'm saying? And I see it in my own two eyes, and I'm saying, yeah, but we just mind we business over here, what I'm saying? Yeah, but we hold the key to a lot of people puzzles, what I'm saying? Yeah, we see that this one person in particular, what I'm saying, mash up couple marriages, destroy certain entertainers, what I'm saying, the career in a mess. Some of them end up in jail, some of them catch cases, all kind of stuff. This one person in particular, what I'm saying? Yeah, so that is why I'm saying that Lotto and a lot of these entertainers down there have to be careful. What I'm saying? Yeah, that's why a lot of people just be doing a whole bunch of witchcraft and stuff, and people doesn't know who's friends with who and different things. What I'm saying? Yeah, and sometimes karma Just hit a lot of people, and that person's going to get a lot of karma on the back end. It's just like a lot of I try to tell a lot of people, and I'm saying you might be trying to out and expose people. Anybody that's exposing people who haven't done anything to you, and you feel like you'll be making a lot of money now. I'm saying, look at Wendy Williams, karma, witchcraft. Look at Perez Hilton. Look at Perez Hilton right now. He looked like you can see he nearly died recently in hospital. And I'm saying karma, because he bullied a lot of people back in the day. A lot of people's lives, the man had destroyed back then. People think that you can just out people like that. You doesn't know who's who. You do not know who's and who payroll. You have a lot of people on certain people payroll, and you guys don't have a clue. You guys be surprised to see that some of us and some people payrolls that you guys don't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And in this game, it's privacy. People pay for privacy. They want to feel secure. And what I'm saying, yeah, especially us over here, we don't broadcast and tell people who this one will commit and all that kind of stuff. But you might be surprised that a lot of people might be on certain people payroll, and people will spend money to destroy certain people, especially if they're coming for them. Some people will make up stuff and lie on certain people. This is not like with Cardi B and Nicki and all of them let people bully them online and stuff like that. Nobody bullies my clients. My clients don't get bullied. You crazy? That don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anybody try to bully any one of my VIP, small PCIP clients, you guys know that I don't play over here. You guys, a lot of you guys know how I just roll. You know what I'm saying? Yes. But I just ride hard for my clients. You know what I'm saying? Because they're spending the money. They're spending the money and you require certain things. And I'm saying, yeah, because sometimes you might be in a job, just minding your business, and people will bully you. You know what I'm saying? Some people could be racist, some people could be just do not like you, and they will bully you. So the same thing in the industry down there. So Miss Latto, she have to protect himself. Now, when committed 21 Savage, and a lot of things I can say that the reason why with this relationship, but that is going to open Pandora box. Certain things I can say why their relationship is a certain way, over the years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm not gonna put certain things out there because I know a lot more than a lot of people don't have a clue about. You know what I'm saying? Why certain things is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially with them. But I just gonna leave it at that. And I'm saying, yeah. So we're gonna wish Miss Latto, Big Latto, the best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, healthy pregnancy. But after the pregnancy, she gotta be careful of postpartum depression and things like that. We're not wishing that. We're just telling you what we see because this is something we predicted 3 years ago. But I'm now catching up. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to go on record. And anybody who on the fence, you need to go to the spiritualfixer.com quickly so that we can see a blind spot. Some of you guys only have 2 years to turn your life around, especially when it comes to jobs. Some of you guys might be spiritually blocked. Some of you guys, too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you have to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a lot of us, people of color, you're watching this, some of you guys need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody's coming to save us. Nobody coming out of the sky and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hope you guys had a good Easter and, with your families and things like that. More power to you guys. But, let's send prayers and healing energy. I'm not going to go into to Latto personal business. A lot of things I can say, but I just want to say I predicted it, and I just want to say that we're sending prayers, healing energy for her, and I see good things for her. And I'm saying, yeah, when she finished making the baby and stuff, a lot of good opportunities and stuff. She'll be on the grind. One thing with them Capricorns, they're always about the money. They're gonna stay focused, but sometimes they just be in the head too much. And I'm saying overthinking. And yeah, the Taurus, the Virgos, the Capricorns, and I'm saying, yeah, they're always overthinking, super overthinking all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I always studying the money. You know what I'm saying? What's the next bag? Yeah. So, but she have to protect herself. And I see certain female enemies, want to destroy her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I just hope that she cover herself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and be careful with some of these energy vampires. Not everybody around her likes her. Some people around her just for the ride. And they'll pretend like if they're done with her. But she just have to be careful, and I'm saying, yeah. So I'm not gonna go into too much of her personal stuff, and I'm saying, yeah, I don't like to put people business because sometimes the way I might go into it, man, I don't want to put people's life in danger and put open Pandora box with certain things, because everybody have open and secret enemies. And because when you have a track record, people gonna run off of my stuff, and they're gonna use that, you know what I'm saying, yeah, to to expose certain things, and to open certain things could open. If I only say certain things, I'll just leave it at that. I'm saying, yeah. All right. So more power to her. Wish her all the best. Look out for two entertainers supposed to have babies. Supposed to get pregnant, knocked up this year. 2 to 3 entertainers supposed to get pregnant, which I seeing, and then I see one actress that we know about. She's supposed to get knocked up this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So more power to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I already predicted it already in certain videos. So, but I'm seeing them, I'm saying, yeah, this is the year for them to get knocked up. All right. So we wish Big Latto all the best. And, hope that she regroup in time, and more success for her, more blessings. But she just have to be careful, because she have certain enemies. Just like I told you guys, certain people like to do witchcraft on each other. That Atlanta is one of the worst places I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially like in the Housewives Atlanta crew, all of them, a lot of witchcraft pelting in that Housewife Atlanta crew. All of them train witchcraft on each other. I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then some of the entertainers, this one, that one, a whole bunch of them down there, always train witchcraft on each other. You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of things is dropping on my lap. You know what I'm saying? Plus we see it also too. So we know all who just be doing all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of them people destroying people's life, mashing up people's marriages, laughing at people behind their back, doing all kind of stuff, stopping people's bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, making people business slow down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, our next one too, I see that she have to be careful. When she done Pinky Cole, she's our next one too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she talk about that. A lot of witchcraft show and she way too. A lot of people don't like her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sagittarius has got a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sagittarius and Libra man is always got a bad rap. Leo, this got a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So take care, guys. No request videos. We wish you all the best for her. All right. That's it.